Athens.
So thank you for the invitation on this brilliant day. We thank Poseidon Med for inviting us to speak. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to fast forward a little bit because there have been some insightful presentations today. But I'm going to give you an aspect from the side of the bunker trading industry when we reach the point where we are freely supplying LNG to vessels. What kind of issues come up with the bunker trading industry? So essentially, it's going to be the commercial considerations of the LNG value chain. So shipping is the lifeblood of the global economy, efficiently moving about 90% of the international trade. 100 billion tons of cargo, using about 100,000 ships. The bunkering industry is the default driver of this shipping fleet. Physical oil suppliers and bunker traders are key to the bunker value chain and are responsible for trading, financing, and physically delivering close to 300 million tons of conventional fuel every year. The numbers are substantial, so several directives have been passed by the governing bodies in order to ensure environmental impact integrity. This has left the industry debating about what is a future-proof fuel that we can use that will keep everybody happy. So we can burn more currently cheap gas oil, which has some technical issues, some of those being viscosity and lubricity. We can invest in expensive scrubber systems in which we will have some sort of waste disposal that we have to deal with. We can use ultra-low sulfur fuel oil, which is available in several places, but there is the issue of no ISO specification. Fundamentally, it's different from supplier to supplier and from port to port, so it limits how effectively we can use it globally. And we can convert to LNG or use new buildings with LNG capability or capacity. Of course, there's a risk of insufficient LNG infrastructure around the world, which is something we hope that Poseidon Med will address. So this presentation will focus on the commercial and logistical aspects of conventional bunker supply and how these can be applied to the LNG bunker supply in the future. There is an obvious gap in knowledge with traditional bunker industry supplying anything other than conventional fuel for propulsion or for power generation. The quick inroads that LNG is making is creating a situation where there could be some gaps on a commercial level when the time comes to deliver this fuel. Sorry. Okay. So introduction to Bunkernet. Bunkernet is a stakeholder in Poseidon Med. We are a bunker trader and a physical supplier specialized in supply of conventional bunker fuels. We are supplying physically or through a network of vetted suppliers about 7 million tons of marine bunkers annually. And we're focused on the Med, the Black Sea, and Southern Europe. Currently, we're supplying residual and distillate fuels, ultra-low fuel oil, jet fuel and kerosene, and of course, we plan to deliver LNG when that is available. Some relevant contracts to what we are talking about today. We have the UNIFIL contract, which is basically the United Nations interim force in Lebanon. We are supplying them exclusively with low sulfur gas oil by trucks. We also have 3 cruise vessels that are operating in the Med, and short sea ro-ro services that are covering Piraeus, Lavrio, Haifa, Limassol, and Lebanon. These logistically challenging contracts provide us with an understanding of general short sea trade logistics and vessel rotations, sourcing, financing, and storage of the oil, and ports key to the Med LNG infrastructure in the future. Physical delivery of product and regional advantages and limitations that exist in the physical supply. So Bunkernet joined the Poseidon Med project so we can better understand the mechanics of developing an LNG infrastructure and to contribute our knowledge to the policy in the region. Our involvement is to advise the best practice from the conventional bunker supply value chain. LNG initiatives have been quite specific and quite clustered in the northern countries. So traditionally environmentally minded countries like Sweden, Norway and Finland, and of course the Netherlands, have invested in relevant infrastructure and have seen the advantages of first mover advantage. This is a great example. This is the Viking Grace, a vessel which is using LNG quite effectively. It's being supplied here by an LNG bunker tanker. These technologies exist for smaller ro-ros and some dry cargo vessels. Mediterranean, South Europe and the Eastern Med, generally there has been limited progress to develop a similar approach, something we hope that will be addressed by the Poseidon Med project. These are a couple of maps that basically show how much bunker supply we are making every year around the world. You can see quite clearly in the Mediterranean, moving from the Black Sea through to Istanbul all the way to Gibraltar and Algeciras, that it's a significant amount of bunkers that we are supplying. And then obviously there's going to be a significant amount of LNG that's going to be supplied in this area. So the demand is there. Now, the relevance of trading and supply and the supply community will have in the LNG fuel supply in the future. So there are some commercial factors. Bunker traders are an essential part of the bunker supply value chain, and these are some of the reasons that this industry is so essential. The bunker trader network is essential for sourcing. A lot of ship owners don't have the capacity to cover the whole market when they need to source their fuel oil. Credit, this is probably the biggest issue. We're default banks right now. I think the amount of financing that we are doing to the shipping industry is huge, and a lot of ship owners rely on their bunker traders to be able to finance the bunkers that they buy. Bunker buyers obviously are able to generate volume and will help in the pricing. Product liability. A lot of bunker traders have product liability insurance, something that some physical suppliers don't have and are able to protect the ship owners. Hedging and forward buying. This is a very specialized tool that we use, and it's going to be very, very relevant to short sea and cruise liner vessels. The reason why this is relevant is because we can hedge forward and give fixed price agreements to vessels that are trading on specific routes. So basically, the bunker trader is ingrained in the value chain of the bunker supply, and it will continue to be irrespective of what fuel that is going to be supplied in the future. The challenges for the bunker trading community, basically sourcing. We don't know where to get the stuff, so we need to learn how we are going to source the LNG. And we are usually working with the majors and some local independents. The trading community needs to become familiar and to build commercial relationships with a lot of the LNG suppliers. LNG will be quoted in energy equivalents, so we're quoting in tons right now. Delivery positions, are we going to be able to supply alongside? Is there going to be anchorage supply, the delivery turnaround time? Financing, new credit lines with physical suppliers. If we can develop those credit lines, maybe it will be new players, people that are not on our agreements right now. Terms and conditions, safety issues that our terms and conditions don't cover right now. And we need to check what we need to do to cover both the ship owner and the bunker trader. Safety, safety terms and conditions again. And then the two big things, which is quality sampling and quantity supplied. On the quality side, we have a very robust system in place right now. So we physically take a sample of the oil and we send it to a lab, and this is tested by the ship owner and by the physical supplier, and we know the result, and everybody's happy with the result most of the time. In this case, it will be an in-system analysis that will be done before the supply. So we have to see where the burden of proof rests. Is it going to be on the barge side? Is it going to be on the vessel side? And who's going to accept what? And then on the quantity supplied, LNG flow meters are going to be used. Are these going to be robust enough? Is the ship owner going to listen to the barge and accept barge figures, or is the barge going to accept vessel figures? How would that change in the future? So there are many things that we need to analyze and agree to before the bunkering trading industry can move into supply. Again, this was just food for thought, and it will come along further down the line. I hope I asked the right questions, and I thank you for listening to us. Thank you very much.